the solution.
YouTube, what is going on? This is actually take 3 of this video right here. And shout out to my neighbors. Yeah, thank my neighbors for doing this, making this take 3. Okay, we had motorcycles, we had people outside yelling at their kids. Um, just a beautiful, beautiful natural sound environment. Right now, there's a bird outside my window, so you probably hear that chirp every so often. But we're back with another visual setup again. I told you I'm gonna stop being lazy and put the lighting back up. Um, People saw it, you know. People saw it and was like, "Hey, that looks better, man. I can actually see more detail in the shoes." But we're gonna get into it. You can see Foot Locker bag here. Shout out to Foot Locker. Always come through with that 20% off. And today's sneaker review is on a sneaker that kind of just exploded in popularity with no help from the hype beast. Not a whole lot of push on YouTube because some people like the concept of the shoe and some people don't. I'm a big comfort person when it comes to shoes, so this was right up my alley. And I actually have an iteration of this sneaker. There's 2 iterations that they came out with, and if you're on sneakers, you already know because I posed the question and people were showing the colorways of the sneaker. And I think this shoe is in a strong running for sneaker of the year. I really do. I just haven't seen a retro Jordan release or anything else, none of that off-white collaboration stuff that said it is knocking this shoe out in popularity in a general sense where anybody can get this shoe. Various colorways are actually selling out, and that's the remarkable part about it, and it's affordably priced. But we're going to get into that later, so let's do the unveiling. You see the white box peeking out from there. So you probably guess, if you're not on sneakers on YouTube, what this is. Yes, people, the Air Max 270 just exploded on the scene recently in the last month and a half or so. And around my area here in San Antonio, various colorways have been selling out. The yellow and I think that's black, kind of like a tiger version, if you will, has been flying off the shelves. I've seen people come in and cop them. I actually seen the guy exchange a pair of Jordan 10 bags for a pair of these. Not a bad idea in my opinion. There's more dope sneakers than retro Jordans. A lot of people, that's all they review are retro Jordans. But this sneaker right here, you all, I'm telling you, just for fashion, having flavor, and something different, and more importantly, comfort. This is a sneaker you should seriously put in your collection or just have something. If you do a lot of walking, a lot of standing, this shoe will not let you down. So let's get into it. I really like the dope white box, of all the logos on here and all the inspiration of the shoe. The Air Max 180, the 360, the Tune Air, all the sneakers that have influenced this release. So I picked up the purple black joints because I happen to really like purple and black. And if you know where I'm from, that explains why. Purple and black looks great together. Also with these yellow laces on here, it does the shoe properly. I'm telling you, this was a good colorway right here. And there's been a lot of colorways being released. One of the more popular ones is the aquamarine white and black ones. Those are flying out of there as well. Some triple black ones just dropped. I haven't seen the all white version yet. I cannot remember your name on sneakers, but she dropped a kind of like a really tropical looking, I guess it was like mango and green that she had in gray. Those were crazy. And I think that's a woman's release, but this, you will not be let down by this sneaker, everyone. So let's go with the official colorway. This is black and hyper magenta. So they're calling this purple on here magenta. And of course, the big feature is this huge air unit back here. This, oh my goodness. You trust me, when you put these on, you're going to want to mash down your heel just to see the what's a good word for this? Reactivity of this air unit. If it's all cracked out as it's supposed to be, and it does, you're going to feel the springiness of the sneaker. Now, my only concern, well, let me get finished with the pros. So you got some nice EVA cushioning going on through there, up through the midsole, nice white midsole for a good contrast. This is not the fly knit version, um, but it's very breathable. So this is a good spring, summertime sneaker. This is something that you can go sockless if that's your thing. Well, not really me. Good no seam sock, a kind of a tech fit sock, if you will. But your feet will be happy with these on here. Very, very lightweight, and shockingly, it forms to your foot a little better than I thought it would. And I'm kind of concerned about when I see shoes with this kind of fabric on it. How well would it grasp my foot? Because I'm still a runner at heart, even though I do not run anymore. But these are the things I look for. How well is my foot going to be protected and secured and not move around and provide me with support when I'm running? Because you should buy running shoes based on your foot strike, not on how cool they are. Trust me, you'll get injured if you don't follow that. Also, the nice pull tab with the hints of purple, magenta. You got this nice rigid heel counter back here, and of course you got the air unit, this massive air unit back here. And let's get to the bottom of the sole. This air unit actually extends up into the forefoot of the sneaker, and you feel this. Trust me. Oh my goodness, you're going to want to walk around in these when you get these and sport them. They are head turners when you see them, and people are going to ask you about them. And trust me, one of the big things is price, but we're going to hold off on the pricing piece. So let's go with the cons of the sneaker. This should not be a high use sneaker. Okay, this is something you're going to wear every so often. If you do wear them a lot, make sure you get another pair, because of this outsole right here isn't very thick. And I surmise if you wore these a lot, you're going to wear into this air unit and these might deflate. So if that's a con to it, I do think this outsole right here should have been a little thicker. Even the Vapor Max are thicker than this. So maybe that's a ploy by Nike to get you to buy more, because you know you're going to wear into this. But there's some guys out there that do wear testing, and I would love to hear what happens if you wear into these things. And this also goes for because of this, buy a legit pair. I'm starting to see some counterfeits out there already, and because of this feature right here, you're probably gonna pay the price if you wear these a lot. So I'm really concerned about people like, well, I'm not paying that much for them, and this really isn't a really expensive sneaker in my opinion. So let's talk about fit. I went with a 9.5. That's just because of Air Max size and because of the toe box is a little narrow right there. And I'm always concerned about how my foot is going to feel and form into the shoe. So true size with me is a 9. In Air Max, I'm always a 9.5 just to be safe. Sometimes a 10, depending on which variation of it. But a 9.5 worked for me. You got a little semi-rigid toe guard right here. That helps. I was concerned about that. Make sure my toes are protected. I don't like the non-form toe box, because I don't want to see my toes in my shoes. It just looks odd to me. But you got the nice purple hints right there and everything. And the cool thing about this sneaker too is that you could throw this in the wash machine and expect no issues because of the material. All right, cold wash, a little detergent, throw it in there. If you're one of those cleaning systems, I'm not going to name them. You don't pay me, you don't send me anything, but you know what I'm talking about. Throw those things in there and do what you want to do with those and get them cleaned up. But a good scrubbing right here should get you good. Okay. Also, for the nasty feet people, these should air out pretty well. But all in all, a good solid purchase. I'm happy with these. This was pretty much another run on my birthday right here. Another gift, and I can't really complain about this. And wow, I'm probably gonna wear these tomorrow. I'm gonna wear these tomorrow, test them out. It's one of my longer days in class. However, it's not one of my days when I'm in the studio. I really don't go in the studio too much. I'm in front of a computer a lot of times in my classes now, doing editing and such, or being lectured. But price, I know you want to hear about the price. So Foot Locker is where I caught these. Shout out to Ingram Park Mall. Whoop, almost lost it. So retailing at $150. There are versions of these that go for $160. I've seen $170. I think they're just up pricing on them. But those are the fly knit versions. I have to look at that and see what's the big deal. What's with the extra $10 or $20 for some of you who are charging a little bit more. But of course, for me, 120. 120. So a good premium pair of Air Max, your Air Max 90s, your Air Max 1s, with my discount takes it down. And so I will be getting another pair of these. I am sold on these. These are dope. Of course, I don't wear my sneakers constantly. I got some beaters. I do. I have some beaters that are still on and ready to go. These will not be beaters because I really like the color contrasting on here. The gold hits with the laces, the purple, magenta, pardon me, is doing the sneaker really well. And remember, like I always say, it is not about how much you paid for the sneakers. It's why did you pay that much? And trust me, you're not paying a lot for these people. So get yourself a pair. I was in there. I'm out of there. Now you get somewhere. Boom.
The solution.